4x plus 5 is the denominator, and we're going to set that equal to 0. Negative 5/4. Is that what you get? Its equation is x is equal to negative 5/4. Is that what y'all get? Now, what about the horizontal asymptote? Well, first of all, put it in the order it needs to be in because they got it messed up. I get irritated when they do this. Negative 5x minus or plus 3 over 4x plus 5. All right, what do? Well, are the degree of the numerator and the denominator the same? Yes or no? Yes. So you take your handy dandy red marker and you take this out and you take this out. And what's your horizontal asymptote? Negative 5/4. X is equal to negative 5/4. Not x, f of x. I'm sorry. But put horizontal at HA. It's a coincidence it came out the same. Horizontal asymptote is equal to negative 5/4. Okay? And that's how you do vertical and horizontal asymptotes. So down here, the function has a horizontal asymptote of the equation should be y. Yeah, y is equal to negative 5/4. Y is equal to negative 5/4. I'm going to go ahead and yeah, Will Hubert's final. Yes, I will give a final in class and online. The class and final will be like 5 questions. You just got to do it to keep people off my back. Yes, the answer is no, but we will have a final online. It'll be like 5 questions. All right, look at this one. Oops, sorry. All right, first of all, let me ask you a question. It's x squared, isn't it? What's on the denominator? What's the denominator? X squared, right? So you're going to have a function that's going to look something like a volcano, but you punch this in your calculator. That's all I want you to do is punch it in the calculator. Sketch the graph. Well, you got x plus 5 quantity squared over x squared. What is that? X squared plus 4x minus 21. What you got on the bottom? So you could figure out right quick using the vertical asymptotes. What is the vertical asymptote? Set the denominator equal to what? 0. So positive 3 and negative 7. So our vertical asymptotes are at positive 3 and negative what? So you should have 2 dashed lines, vertical dashed lines at negative 3, negative 7 and positive 3. So let's look. Let's look at the first one. Oh, horse pucky. Let's see. Good gracious. 5, 10, 15. So every block is 5. So that's -7 and +3. So that one's okay. That one's okay. Watch all of them be the same ones. Yep. Yep. So that doesn't help us any. So we need to look at the what? The horizontal asymptote. So let's look at the horizontal asymptote. Got x squared and x squared, so we're going to have to figure out what it is. So let's go ahead and do it. That first one is shortcut number what? Shortcut number 1, Hubert. That's right, class. X squared plus 10x plus 25 over x squared minus or plus 4x I wish this mouse would write. Whatever. Minus what? 21? Now, what are the degrees of the numerator and the denominator? That's not rhetorical. I'm asking y'all to answer the question. X squared, right? So they're equal. What do you do if they're equal? You take the two what? Coefficients and you mark these out. So what's the coefficient of x squared and x squared? And what's 1 over 1? So y is equal to 1 is your horizontal asymptote. So now let's go back. Let's look at the first one. Need a horizontal line at 1. What's that horizontal line at? 0, right? So that ain't it. That isn't it. How about this one? Possibility. Yep. This one? Nope. And this one. So which one is it? B. Because you know your vertical and your horizontal asymptotes. D. All right, you do this one. It says, graph the rational function, give the domain and range. Give the equation of any asymptotes. The domain and the vertical asymptotes have a lot to do with each other. Pretty much going to be the same answer. So for the domain and the vertical asymptotes, you're going to set the denominator equal to what? 0. Ugh. So what numbers can I not use in the bottom? You're supposed to be telling me an answer. I can use anything I want. Why? Huh? Square. What about the square? What does it do? So then you're adding to what? In the denominator, what are you adding? You're adding two what numbers? No, you said one of them makes everything positive. So that x squared is positive. What is the 2? Positive. So you're adding two what numbers on the bottom? So what's going to affect that? Nothing. So what is the domain? All real numbers. There is no vertical asymptote. Okay? 0 probably. But the reason you can't find the vertical asymptote is because you take the square root of a negative number. And that does not exist. Type your answer, type exact using all real numbers. That, I don't know, negative infinity to positive infinity, is that the way it does it? Yeah. Negative infinity, comma, positive infinity. There are no vertical asymptotes. Shouldn't be. You think 0 plus 2, you plug in 0, you plug in negative, you plug in anything you want to. All right, what about, well, is the degree of the numerator x to the 0 less than the denominator? Yes, so it's 0. So this should be horizontal asymptote should be 0. Y is equal to 0. Oh, I got more? Oh, good gracious. I didn't know I had all these on there. Which type? Well, we know it's a 1 over x squared, right? So we know it's going to have some kind of volcano type action to it. I would say it's D. But I'm looking, hold on. The vertical asymptote is, the horizontal asymptote is 0. It shouldn't be like 0, 1, 2, and 3. I'd say B then.
Wouldn't that be negative?
Huh?
Wouldn't that be negative because it's facing downward?
No, you're thinking of parabolas. This is something totally different. All right? I think it has to do with this one. I'm just guessing. Now, the best thing to do is get out your handy-dandy what? Calculator and check it. So, let's do that. What? Okay, I thought it was. She said it's B. She checked it. What is the range from not inclusive of 0 to what? I can't see, but we'll look. Let's see. 1, 2, 2.5, somewhere around 2.5, 3 halves. Whatever you say, 0 to 3 halves. So, comma, 0, comma, 3 halves. Close to bracket. Really? Bracket. Probably not going to like that, but I hate it. Y'all get the point. Should have a bracket on it. Oh, okay. We got that right. Got that right. Got that right. I guess it's like that. I don't know. It doesn't say if it's right or wrong. It just says it's there. Okay. I'm just looking. I didn't know what that meant. Okay, next question. What about this one? Is it going to look like a volcano or half of a volcano? So that takes care of D and what? A. A regular positive looks like this. So what is wrong with this one? So it's what? Do you see why you shouldn't spend a lot of time on this? It's not that big of a deal. I guess, why you got to do this? Okay, different question, I guess. And terminate, dang old midnight. Next question. What does this look like? Does it look like a volcano or half of a volcano? It looks like negative also. So it looks like it's going to be like negative 1 over x. But what's that vertical? The vertical asymptote is on the right side. Looks like 1 maybe. So that means it's going to be positive 1x minus 1. So that's what they're going to ask you. So negative, and minus 1. They got something to the effect. Looks like x minus 1. But the horizontal asymptote's not 0. So that means you got something else going on. Probably x plus 1, x minus 1. Yeah, they've got the difference of 2 squares. That's the only difference there. I don't know how. I'm going to take that problem off. Reminds me of that one. That's number 9. We'll take that one off. We won't need that one. Okay, are these right? That's what I wanted to check. April 27th, is that right? Yes, Hubert. No, Hubert. Okay, thank you. I don't want them to show me the problem. Yeah, dude. Make it easier. That's right. That's right. That's right. Here we go. All right, now, identify any horizontal or vertical asymptotes in the graph. State the domain. All right, what's the vertical asymptotes? Negative 2 and positive 2. Horizontal asymptote? Negative 2. So asymptotes, choose the correct asymptotes. The y, x is equal to positive or negative 2. Where is that? Right here. Wait a minute. A. Okay, thank you. All right? The domain is negative infinity to negative 2, and then from 2 to 2, and then from 2 to infinity. So it looks like this one right here. All right, here's one. Match the rational function with the appropriate description. All right, we got a vertical asymptote at negative and positive 1. Let's see which one says, okay, no. You can factor this one. Can you factor the top? Good. X plus 1, x minus 1. Over what? And what happens to the x minus 1s? When that happens, you're going to have a circle somewhere. Those two cancel. So the actual function is x plus 1. And you can put any number you want to in that. So there's not a vertical asymptote because this is the actual function right here. F of x is equal to x plus 1. The x minus 1 is going to be represented on the graph with a what? With a hole in it. So x minus 1, what would that be? Positive or negative 1? Positive 1. So that's your answer. Okay. Use division to rewrite the expression. How many times will x go into 6x? 6 times. So your answer is going to have something with 6 in it. All right? So that 6 goes right here. And then you got to do the rest. Okay, what is 6x? What is 6 times x? Okay, and then 6 times negative 3 is what? Negative 18. You always subtract, so that would be positive 18. So that would be 1 over, there's your answer there. Now you just got to find which one it is. So you're going to have some kind of function, and you're going to have a vertical asymptote of what? 3. And you're going to have a horizontal asymptote of 6. How did I get the horizontal asymptote of 6? Not from the division, but what? If they are the same degree, what I do? I cancel everything out with the coefficient of 6 over 1, which is what? 6. So I've got to find a vertical asymptote of 3 and a horizontal asymptote of 6. I don't know. I guess. Let's see. I got to look at all of them. All right, this is that's 2, 4, 6, 8. So that's 2, that's 3, and 6. So yeah, that's it. Thank you. I have no idea what the second question is asking. Now generate this on a accurate depiction. It looks like D. It's in the first quadrant, isn't it? Same type question here. Which one is it going to look like? A volcano or half of a volcano? All right, so x minus 4 is going to be what? If you set that equal to 0, you're going to have what? X is equal to 4? So that's going to be in there somewhere. So you've got a vertical asymptote of 4 and a horizontal asymptote of 0. So it looks like to me it's A. What's the domain of this function? All numbers except x cannot equal positive, or x cannot equal what? 4. And I'm not putting all that, so I'm just going to show you. Or 2. I'm sorry, 2. I was squaring it. 2. I don't know where I came up with 4. Anyway. What's the range? From 0 to what? Infinity. That's that one. So that's that page. That's that test. All right, we'll review the other tests when? Next class, whenever that is. I don't know what the day is. Thursday, we'll go over the next test. Let me get the roll because half of y'all are here and half of you aren't, so I need to take the roll today.
So 4 is due on Thursday?
I'm going to send both of them Thursday, okay? But you can go ahead and start on 4, chapter 4. If you don't want to, you don't have to. You can wait and do the homework now. 18. Did I skip the homework or did I assign it?
You haven't assigned it yet.
Okay, I'll assign it. 110, 110, 110. Bowen.
She was here.
Okay. Brownell. Charles. Cooper. Dunlap was here. Gaddis. Gadsden. I don't think those people come very often. Gross. Haney.
Here.
Hunter. Johnson and Johnson. Martin was here. Moore. Nixon was here. Novak is here. Ayala is not here. Parker. Perkins. Rodriguez is here. Cisco is here. Small. Smith and Smith. Tucker. As in Chris. Patakis. Let's see him. And Young is here. All right, either work on the homework or work on the test for chapter 4. I'll put it up right now so y'all can complain about it.
You gonna pull number 9 from the test?
Yeah, I'll do that too.
Okay, for the chapter 3 test,
Hold on a minute. Let me finish this, because if I don't finish it, I won't do it. Let me do this. Edit. I just got to finish this before I do anything else. Number 9. There. Done.
yeah, for the chapter 3 test,
Uh-huh.
there's some questions that I got wrong, but it was because of the format.
Okay.
So I was wondering if you could go.
Yeah. Sign. So then I need to do the homework.
He says it's still gonna.
Homework 4. 4 point. I'll wait a minute now. Don't leave.
Okay.
You got to go over it with me.
Yeah, I just noticed it the other day because you
They're already assigned, and it's already. Yeah, you can do 4.1
He
homework.
said we only had to do 5.3 and 5.5.
Well, now I've assigned 4.1 to 4.3, so y'all can work on that. Yeah.
The homework, 5.1.
Now it's going to include 4 and 5.
You said for the homework it was 5 point.
Yeah, but I covered chapter 4 today.
Okay, no, I know, but before.
Yeah, and it was just chapter 5 before. Well, there was a couple of sections I took out. I don't know which ones it was.
Did you update that or no?
I don't know. What sections did I cover in 5?
3 and 5. 5.3 and 5.5.
I covered more than that.
Because you did logs and everything.
I'll check and see. I don't know which one. I'll have to go through and look. Let me go through and get this grade book thing done. All right, Mr. Rodriguez, what test? Chapter 3 test, was it 72 or the 40? You want to do the 72?
Yeah.
You see y'all. Oh no, it's fixing to shut me out. No, you're not. Shit.
Why would do that?
This thing is let me try it one more time. Okay, it did. Yesterday it logged me out. All right, 7. Okay, that's x to the 5th.
No, it's not one. It's 8.
No, it's x to the 6th. See? That one, okay, you got that wrong. Okay, yeah. Yeah, that's fine.
And then there's a couple more that time.
Okay. 10,
No.
14. No. 16. No.
23.
23. Okay. What's the next one?
And 26.
26.
That's it.
26? You answered AD instead of AC. Sure, what, 25?
Oh, it's 28.
28. Okay. Is that it?
Yeah.
All right. It's done.
Alright.
And it took you from whatever you had
29
to 82. Mm-hmm.
That's a lot.
You're good.
Thank you.
All right. Work on chapter 4 now and chapter 5.
See you next time.
Yeah, man. Be Be careful